Mic test. Mic test. Hello. Hello. Mic test. Mic test. 1, 2. What is this? All right. What's going on, y'all? We got a late stream today. No worries. Better late than never. I was out of town until about an hour ago. Still trying to figure out the laptop thing for streaming on the go. Just the internet's kind of a problem. I don't think I'll be able to stream from my hotspot on my phone. Definitely not some shitty Wi-Fi at a coffee shop. But anyway, whatever. We're here. We're gonna get it in for the close for the late night Friday edition. Welcome. This is Z-Rex with no noise. It is May 26th. It's 4 o'clock in the evening. Pretty good price action overall. Just kind of quick rundown. Bulls rallying off of major support kind of areas, especially for the NASDAQ. Very nice. That was a really good rally off of that 13.6. We'll get to that in a second. NVIDIA tech stocks just blowing everybody out of the water. It does look like that possibly was the little dippity doodah kind of fake out we were talking about on Wednesday. It's just kind of right on the edge. It was starting to look bad, but didn't. We got to have multiple candles. We can't just have one candle. One candle never makes a trend, so never forget that. But anyway, let's get on with episode 297. Here we go. Mama Bear. Mama Bear is right here at this dang old trend line cross in the 26,000 handle. We had a nice little baby hammer close on Thursday, so that's pretty good. That's a rejection from the sellers so far, and we are getting a little bit of follow through that. With that, we still are underneath all this consolidation, so definitely not out of the woods yet, but I mean, here we are back inside of the stupid ranges. And let's go to the weekly and look at the futures real quick, because those did close, or they're pretty much closed now, right? Yeah, 4 o'clock. Oh, double dojis, huh? All right, so we're double dojied right on major support. I mean, nothing's really changed from the last video. This is going to be a pretty fast one. So I don't really see anything except on the lower time frames. Like if we zoom into the 458 on spot price, but yeah, on the weekly close, nothing really of substance there. We did get that nasty candle happening on Wednesday's stream, and then we kind of just didn't get any follow through. Bulls defended pretty well on this attempt by the Bears to get down here. Really need to get back above 27, like above this cluster, so about 27.6. I'm gonna just say 27.7. Keep it simple, and just try to get back up over this established trend line now. Let's see here, but yet again, more sideways indecision shit. We were thinking maybe we can finally just get some kind of price action and follow through, but nope, not yet. Hey, what's up, Hellbound? Man, I've noticed you usually make it in the later streams when I do have them. Good to see you, man. Yeah, I was doing some traveling this morning. Just kind of got lost time. Traffic down here in Austin area is just too crazy, man, with Memorial Day weekend popping off. They're saying it's going to be the busiest Memorial Day weekend on record. Yay! I will not be participating in that. Plus, I got to work anyway, so it's all good. Anyway, no, y'all don't care about that. Back to the price action. Pretty good defense there so far. See if we get any follow through. Again, y'all already know price action on the weekends is pretty lackluster. Actually, it's very lackluster. And so we probably will just be in the stupid range come Sunday evening. Yay! Party time. Let's see what GBDC is doing. GBDC is just, man, GBDC is already pretty deep in testing the tops of, this consolidation and right a little shy of the 200. Let's go to the weekly since that just closed. Sitting right on top of the 21. Did this gap fill? Yeah, wow, it did. Just almost to the penny exactly. So we got a gap fill, little liquidation break. That kind of seems to be the theme right now for Mama Bear. That we probably just had a little liquidation break again. Only if we break this structure with a couple open and closes on the daily below like 26,000, we can probably look for that 24 test. But right now, man, it's just more stupid sideways crap. Let's see if ETH is doing anything. Well, look, ETH never even got below its structure. Tried on this candle, but literally closed the body right on all these other bodies. And then on yesterday's candle, the Bears did attempt to take this down, but they were rejected by the candle close of the day, and we came all the way back up into the range, which we were discussing on Wednesday. If that were to happen, that's actually a pretty good sign that we're going to get bullish continuation. Now, that's not confirmed quite yet on the lower time frames. Obviously, the macro time frames are mostly bullish, or actually, they're all bullish up to the monthly. I don't really look at anything past that on crypto land because it just hasn't been around long enough to really look at quarterly charts, and definitely not yearly charts. So you're going to have 10 candles. That's not going to really tell you anything. Anyway, and this hammer candle though above all this structure is actually pretty good, and you can see that mid 1700s area has been kind of the pivot point, and we went to it, and immediately buyers said no, and the bulls took this shit right back up. So that's actually pretty good defense there for the bulls. I like that. Let's look at the 458. Yeah, I really like this. More confirmation that mid 1700s on Ethereum is the line in the sand short term. Obviously, longer term, it could even dip down to around 16 or so. But to keep this structure going, this is actually looking pretty damn good. And we do have the vol flash that we went into depth on Monday. Go check out Monday's stream if you want to see the deep analysis on the historical vol flashes, which is this indicator at the top. I go into big details on that one on that video. And it'll be like in the first part of it. We always do this same order right here too. So if y'all ever trying to like go back in time and look, you can just kind of sort of guess. And they're always about 40 minutes to an hour long generally. I've had a couple faster ones, but whatever. Those are the exceptions, not the rule, right? Anyway, so we're pumping up here, looking pretty good. Still need to get over this trend line. Just really confirming that mid 1700s is a short-term good, great, mega, super duper support. Let's see. Let's go to the weekly if I can. Yeah, it's just sitting right on top of the 55 and the 200. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Let's see here. Yeah, just kind of showing the same thing. That mid 1700s. Kind of exactly where the Russell price is too, interestingly enough. So nothing really on the weekly either for the futures on Ethereum. So just kind of lollygagging on the low end. It's the lolly low end. Well, let's go look at Litecoin because that's the one that was getting smashed on. Oh, look at that. Nice test. Right to the 200. Already did a hammer yesterday off the initial attempt by the Bears to get it down. So that's pretty good. See if they can muster up the strength next week for the monthly close to get back up into this box. And on the monthly close note, we definitely want to see that for Bitty Bits for Mama Bear. We would like to see, I believe, 27, like 3 or something that the monthly's at. 27.8. All right, so that's not huge. It's only $1,000 from here. But for the monthly close, which is next Thursday evening, it would be nice for the bulls to close over that 27.8 area. If that were to happen, I would probably be getting pretty super bullish because that would keep structure on a monthly. And then you'd still have the monthly bullish, weekly bullish. Everything is just still in bullish structure. Because if the monthly does close a little bit down, one could argue, I think, fairly well that it could roll back over again to that 24K. Still looks good macro, but if you're trading kind of the shorter term time frames, the 10, 15% kind of ranges, that might matter to you. For me, I'm more of a macro trader, so longer term, I like weekly charts mostly for trading, and then I manage off of dailies. That's kind of how I do it now. Yeah, I've traded on hours. I've traded on 10-minute charts. I've intraday traded. I've done a lot of different flavors, but just with my schedule and life and personality and stuff, I like to stick with the weeklies because sometimes it's hard to just flip back and forth. Just think the frequency's higher, like the lower the time frame you go down, the quicker you have to flip in and out of bullish and bearish positions, which sometimes can weigh on your psyche a little bit and make it more difficult. All right, back to Litecoin. What's Charlie doing again? Oh yeah, Charlie's making a pretty good excuse me. Charlie's making a pretty good attempt on the daily. I like that hammer candle. Let's see this weekly. Man, just real tight here. Trying to second attempt to break the trend line. So that's interesting there. Let's go to the monthly. Man, look at this. Interesting chart on the monthly. Would really love to see this close a monthly above like 94 bucks. That would look really good for Litecoin. Let's see where that puts it. Yeah, that's actually which actually, funny enough, look where we went and rallied on the daily. Right to 94 and then sold off. But we're also just doing a little 618 retrace. Yep, 618 right on top the 200 as the bulls attempt to negate the selling pressure here and get back up into this blue box. You know, the more we're in this blue box, I think the more bullish case you can continue to make. And, you know, look at this EMAs, man. This is like really compressed price action. We've been talking about this for a while. The move coming out of this consolidation is just going to be big, man. Some good money is going to be able to be made off of this faux show. And now I'm leaning a little bit more bullish given how the majors did today. And the majors is what I call the SPX and NASDAQ and Dow and the Russell. So, or normie markets, whatever you want to call them. So let's kind of just fly through these altcoins because I don't think there's going to be anything too worth talking about. We can pretty much see the patterns on Ethereum and Bitcoin. Yeah, Ethereum Classic, just kind of lollygagging here. Let's see. Getting close, though. Monthly resolution is definitely, I think, a thing for May here. Oh, yeah. I mean, this is actually a little bit better. Kind of flagging out, sort of. And by flagging out, I mean this and here and here. So it's definitely a little bit of a flag action. Measured move is right up here to the tops at about 54 cents. But that doesn't kick in until we get an open and close above. Y'all already know where, about 48 pennies. 48 and 42 have been the range for XRP for so many videos now, at least probably a month and a half at this point. So it's still the case now. So nothing really to add on to there. I guess you could say if it did break 44.5 again, you probably could look for 42. And those are tradable ranges, man. You know, you can definitely make some lunch money on that shit. XLM, nah, blah, whatever. Lots of vol flashes. Just reiterating the theme of the consolidation is real, and the move coming out of this, man, is just going to be so big. I'm leaning to the upside a little bit. Doesn't mean that it can't be to the downside, though. What do I think of Woo, kid? Yeah, we can go look at Woo here in a second. TRX is actually the only one that's looking a little bit more better than the rest. Still looks really good. Nothing's changed about this since last video. Above, you know, that low 7 pennies, it still looks really good with our target moving up to. Initially, it'll be about 8.5. But the longer-term target on this, as long as the structure stays good, is about 10 cents. DOT is doing nothing. It's just chilling, consolidating, boring. Bleh. It is getting downward slopes on all the EMAs, though, so that is a little bit concerning. Structure is the only thing holding this up, which, hey, structure does trump everything, in my TA opinion. Here we are in the middle here, kind of same shit, just with the same price we've been at for 6 months to a year ago, depending on which coin you pull up, and how that's even the case for traditional markets, the majors as well. Link just chilling over here, just on the bottom end of the range. What is the risk at this point now? Only about 10%, so that's not terrible risk to reward on that guy if you're range trading. So I'd like it to go a little bit further down, but hey, you don't always get what you want. The market doesn't give a shit what you want either. So let's go EOS, man, on the very, very edge. Nice to add to Bitcoin and Ethereum's defense by the bulls. Also, nice defense here. So that's pretty good. Did we have some bullish divergence off that move too? Yeah, pretty weak bullish divergence, but it was there. Bitcoin Cash, sideways as hell. Oh, yeah, cool. Look how sideways this is. So fun. Yay. Really need to see this get back above about 118. BSV. Yeah, not really doing shit here. Just barely holding on to kind of this weak structure at about 31 and a half. Back below 31, man, starts to get pretty ugly. XMR. Jesus. About to get another vol flash after we just got one and price didn't do anything. Man, just reiterating the moves, man. The moves that are coming out of this. Woo. I have to say, I'm getting a little bit excited. Zcash, nice defense here in this deep $30 hole. Hey, I like that. That's good. More confirmation that this 30-ish area, 29 to 31, is really good support on the long term. So, you know, not too shabby there, up about 5.5% today. Just kind of confirming that. Hey, look, we're at $42. Everyone's favorite number. Yeah, Bears got the Momo here though, so you got to give them Bears credit here. Below $45. Structure wise, there is good support right here at about 40. So, but all the oscillators are actually a little bit bearish, except for the slope. Actually, I'm sorry, I'm going a little back and forth on this one, but I'm just reading these live, so you got to bear with me. But these look, you know what? Instead of bearish, I'm gonna go range. Since we don't have negative slope on the 200, which I put slope analysis on the 200, I put a lot of weight on that, that and structure for sure. So, you know, this is kind of just range bound, 45 to $40. Doge, meme dog, what you doing? Oh, nothing, no pumpage yet. Look at it just quietly sitting right here. Y'all already know triple sixes, the devil's number is support. STX looks like it's rallying a little bit. Oh, man, look, went right to this body low, and we're getting a little weak rally so far. You already know what's up, 56, 58 cents. We start getting comfy below there, watch out. We are smack in the middle of the 221 and the 200, so I hate taking trades when structures like this. It's like 50-50 at best. True, and we're going to hit WooCoin here in 1 second, Mr. Buick. TrueFi is not holding true to anything right now except for the Bears. Yeah, I mean, above 4 cents, it's okay, but 4 cents to about 5 cents. The force handle is just kind of the range for now. Let's see, Radix. Maybe Radix. If we can look at Radix. Do we get to look at Radix? Am I losing all my connection? What's going on? Radix is exploded apparently, or TradingView exploded, or there we go. Yeah, Hex just continuing to sell off. I mean, this is not a surprise. Everything's going to Pulse Chain. Hex is probably going to zero. We've been talking about that the last week and a half or so. It's most likely the case. I mean, look at this. We're about to go just losing right here, like 1.5 pennies. I mean, I wouldn't be holding any of this. It's pretty much trash. It's already done its thing. It did its mega pump in anticipation of the sacrificing, the Hex, and blah, 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 and airdrops and all that shit. And so now it's just kind of moved on to the next pump to dump, probably. Vet, nothing to add there. Just consolidating. Just same shit, different day. And let's go to Adam. Same shit, different day here. Just chilling. Ton. Same shit, different day. Just chilling. Just chilling. This one's still in black hole mode, so it kind of looks shitty. I will say this is interesting, though, that the bulls are trying to get in the power zone, even off of very weak price action. You don't see that very often. I mean, if you got some high risk tolerance, this might not be the worst entry and just stop out at like 57 cents or something. I don't know. I'm not going to do that, but does you could argue for that, especially with this little DMI read on this. Interesting. And Ton needs to get over $2. Nothing's really changed there. $2 and 180. That's like kind of the range it's in right now. Bearish, obviously below 180. Bullish above $2. All right, let's go look at Woo Kid coin. Woo Kid. Let's see. Hey, oh yeah, I like this. I think did you DM me this one? I think Hellbound. I believe that you did. I do like it. Yeah, you did because you said something about 22 and a half pennies or something like that. So to be fair, Woo actually has higher lows and higher highs going back to, late fall. So November pretty much from that structure. So this is actually a pretty decent looking chart here. I like this higher high sine wave. I mean, this is pretty textbook. Looks like some bots be trading this boy. I like it above 20 cents. I think this actually does look really good above 20 cents. And let's zoom out a little bit, or I'm sorry, zoom in. We are between the short and long-term moving averages, but the structure, look at this. We're all in the middle of lots of business. Even if we zoom out more, I mean, look at all this business. And this is coming off of an attempted breakout. So this could just be liquidation break. And I would put it in that camp until we lost about 20 cents, maybe like 18 and a half cents, but definitely a couple open and closes on a daily below 20. I'd be a little concerned because it could easily just go to like 15. There's a lot of price swinging in here. I mean, this goes from 15 to 25, so that's a lot of percentage points in there. So this one, though, above 20 actually does look pretty good. Higher highs, higher lows on the weekly. There's not many crypto charts that have that possess that. All right, let's go to the majors. Oh, pump it up. 42 rejection, but look, the bull said, hold up, we ain't done. This is a little trick on ES I've noticed for the last probably 2 years now. Whenever you're above the 21 and price just breaches the 21 on a daily, even if it's just a tail, usually within a few days the 55 gets tested. It's happened so many times. I mean, you could probably go. I'm not going to do that right now because it just takes too long, but go check it out. I've noticed it a lot. And usually they are liquidation breaks for the most part. And that's what this one looks like it ended up being. Little scare fest. Oh no, we're not going to make it. But look where it went, right inside of all this cluster to the kind of right in the middle of it. And then now we're getting a pretty good rally off of it. Nice pump today. And man, we get some. If we get 3 open and closes next week, like Monday to Wednesday, above 4,200, that's going to be very bullish. And that's also going to add lots of good bullishness for crypto too. So we kind of probably need crypto. Yeah, no problem, Hellbound, for sure. We probably, no, not probably. We need traditional markets to go up and not be bearish for crypto to start hitting, probably just to even break 32,000. So, and this looks pretty good. The tech, I mean, wow, what a freaking move by NASDAQ. We were talking about on Wednesday's stream here, interesting spot where it's stalling right at that major 13.6 area that we've been discussing for a while. We literally just stalled right there, maybe a little 20, 30 points or something, and then just moonshot this bitch. Yeah, I do know a lot of this is from NVIDIA just going freaking like, dude, this is crazy. Yesterday, NVIDIA literally did, what was it, 25% or something? Yeah, just shy of 25% one day. They're the AI king, I guess. I don't know. Just NVIDIA, you've not been able to really keep down for a long time here. It's been pumping since late fall. It's been one of the best performers in all of the stock market. I think it's up like almost 200% this year or some shit. Well, I guess we can just go look real quick. Oh, look at that. This little cluster right here at the beginning of the year. Yeah, just shy of 200%, about 170%. Pretty impressive. If we look at the weekly, I mean, dude, is this getting kind of scary a little bit? Yeah, sort of. I mean, this is vertical as fuck. Like, That's the only concern. One of my buddies is just super skeptical of all this right now. He's like, dude, oh yeah, that makes sense. Two companies are pretty much, almost all the moves this week, mainly Apple, Microsoft, and Nvidia. And it's just like, oh shit, okay. But hey, whatever. It is what it is. New highs on Nvidia. So this bitch is literally, oh, sorry. I meant to stay on Nvidia for a second. Hate it or love it, it doesn't matter. Price is right. It doesn't matter what you think. This is the collective information of every single damn person on the planet. You do not know more than them. I don't care if you're Elon Musk and you own Tesla and we're looking at Tesla stock. It doesn't matter. He's not smarter than every single person looking at his stock. And it's the same with everything. And so as long as this bitch is above like 325, 320s in general, I mean, it's in price discovery mode. Simple as that. See if that catches up with NASDAQ. Maybe if we can load it. Yeah, next stop on NASDAQ is at just shy of 15,000, man. And this is bullish as hell now. We got the weekly open and close. We got double weekly open and closes above this 13.3 area. And that's two candles. I mean, this is looking pretty damn good. The only thing that could be nasty since it is so vertical is we just get some mind-blowing sell-off in the next week or two that just engulfs all of this, which, hey, anything can happen. But right now, this shit looks really bullish above 13.5. No problems there. Nice defense by the Dow Bulls here, too. Right on our horizontal. You can see, I mean, couldn't be any more textbook with this little candle close on the 200 and getting follow through. See what happens next week on this one, because it does look the worst. This and Russell just look shitty relative to the other majors. But hey, it's still staying in the range. See what happens next week, right smack in the middle of the short and long-term moving averages. Definitely not a place that I would like to take a trade on the Dow. Plus, I don't like to trade the Dow very much anyway. I love trading the Russell. That's my favorite majors to trade. I trade the Russell all the time. Oh my God, excuse me. Let me take a sip real quick here. My mouth is dry. Oh, much better. All right, so again, the 40s, man, 1740. I did buy some of that yesterday on the dip down there. I told this other group I'm in, there's like 5 of us. We're all pretty active traders with probably, I don't even know, over 100 years of experience between all of us. And I was like, how many times is the Russell going to bounce off 1740s? Apparently, one more time. Why not add one more time to like 80 million times? You know what I'm saying? Why not? I took that trade off today, though, because it's like I don't have high conviction. We're not above 1800. I don't want to hold longs. I'll do little scalps. And when we're in range trading mode, I take my money when I get it. And I just leave and I come back and wait and reassess. Because when range trading, especially like we've been seeing this last yearish, it's brutal, man. It'll only stay up there for a few days, goes right back to the other side. Few days, goes right back to the other side. So if you hold too long, could just be emotional roller coaster. So take your money when you can get it. And also, if you don't know, this scale over here on the left is ATR. If you don't use ATR, I highly suggest that you put it on your chart somewhere. I do have the line in the background, but I scale it to the left because I just use it for ranges. So like, for instance, so I'm looking down here. I'm like, oh yeah, I want to probably put a trade on in this area at 1740. What's a realistic expectation? And if you don't know what ATR is, it's average true range. It's really good for kind of in its name, like the expected range you could get here in the next, week or 14 days or so. And I mean, depending on your time frame that you're at, but that's kind of like where I'm at. I was using the dailies on these, especially on range trades. And so I use like the very bottom of this range. So I'm like, man, if I get 30 points off of this, I consider that a win. And that's already getting into the expected range. And a lot of times you just don't go past that. And like I said, the line is on here somewhere, but I blacked it out because I don't care about seeing the line. Oh, is that it right there? But it's a really cool way to set it up. Oh, no, that's not it. Sorry. It's on here somewhere. But you can see I got ATR right there. Maybe I can brighten it up this way. And I just black it all the way out. So usually it would be on your chart like this, but it's all over and makes it really ugly. So I just put it on there. I do opacity to 0 so you can't see it because I don't care about seeing it. And then I just right click it and then do scale, pin scale to which I call the scale Z is over here. But yeah, so I pin it to left because it's just a quick reference for me. I found it very helpful, especially in range trading and shorter term trading. Just a little tidbit of info there. So, but it needs to get above 1800 though for Russell. Bulls aren't letting, or Bulls ain't letting that shit go below 1740 though. They are real serious about that. All right, and then I'm on the phone. Give me 1 sec. My neighbor's trying to talk to me here. So then we got the Dow Jones over here, and it's like kind of just right up under this trend line. Lots of resistance at like 1400. So it's going to take a little bit of strength to get above that. It looks like we're in this falling wedge, which generally do break to the upside. So we're almost there. The Dow probably needs to do a little bit better than what it's doing now for that to happen. All right, DAX. What's DAX doing? Because I probably get. Oh yeah, I need to get going here because it's already what 4:30. Yeah. Wow, look at this. Beautiful. This is actually a pretty awesome retest after breaking out. Get some candles up there. Little quick liquidation break back to the range. If this thing can close and open, if it can open and close a daily back above the top of this range at about 16,000, that would put this into real good bull mode. Of course, we don't know if that's going to happen yet because you can see the bulls did stall today at the close right at said level. So let's see what they do next week. If they do that, man, I will be buying some dips in some Euro ETFs. Oh man, China's outside of its range. It's actually trying to get bearish. Bears trying to take control here, and they will the longer this stays below 32.2, all the twos. Right on top though, with the hammer candle on the 200, precarious spot. We actually have a lot of charts that are like this between the 200 and the 55 and 2. Oh my God, Jesus. What is wrong with me? I guess it's Friday, right? That's my excuse for today. In between the 55 and the 21. So VIX back off of sub 20. So that's good for bulls. That's good for crypto. VVIX back under 100. That's same vein there, especially if this thing can lose like 89. Be super bullish for the markets. And VIX futures also showing the same thing, getting rejected. Oil attempting to get back into the blue box here, but rejection so far. I still think this looks pretty good though, above like $70. I'd only be concerned if it started to test this swing low right here, almost dead at 70. Nat gas, blah, doing absolutely nothing. Oh, shocker, right? Cool, nat gas. It did pump pretty good yesterday, so that could have been rollover though. Yeah, that's probably rollover. I think that happens, right? Yeah, that's just rollover, so that doesn't really mean anything. Contracts roll over on this every month, and there's usually a gap between the front and the back months, and that's just kind of like closing it. So that doesn't really mean anything. It's kind of just flat. And you could look at something like UNG, well, maybe, to where you could probably just see that, yeah, see, that's not reflected in here. UNG is also just a shit product. I highly recommend you do not trade UNG ever. Just, whatever. What do I know? Except that thing. Don't trade UNG. It just decays and decays and decays and dies and dies and then dies again. Garbage ass product. It's kind of like USO. If any of y'all traders are familiar with USO, pretty shitty. Oh, look at this. Still selling every day. The June rate hike odds also went up too. I think they're looking at like 25 points when it was supposed to be 0. I guess market doesn't care about that right now because TNX is over 370. So I don't know. It's a little bit confusing because generally when that was happening, the market would get scared that we're going to just keep hiking rates. But maybe the market wants a strong dollar. Oh, wow, dude, we're over 104. Oh, we got to jump to that because that's interesting. That's new data right there. That's outside of our green box, if it will show. There it is. Open and close above the green box. Let's go to the weekly. Next major resistance points at 105.50 or so. But man, this actually is looking pretty good. But again, look at this. How odd. We're between the 200 and the shorter term moving averages here. So, damn it. Again, right in the middle. Shit. Who's going to get called, man? Who's going to get their bluff called? The Fed with raising rates? Is the bond market just going to keep selling off? I feel like there's some big break a coming, which will probably lead to this large move that this compression's been showing us here. Very interesting. Man, get your popcorn ready, y'all. Oh, man, look at this. TMF breaking down again. We are comfy below this descending triangle. And, man, if that is to play out, I mean, that's going to hit new lows. That's going to hit fresh lows off the measured move of this. Very interesting there, which would imply lots of rate hikes to come. TNX staying over 370. Look at that. Oh, with vol flashing on the breakout. Very interesting. Major resistance, though, at that 385. You can see we backed off of that today. Maybe market's like, we don't really care about TNX until it gets back over 385. Maybe that's kind of the newer number. Interesting. We'll keep an eye on that. Very vertical price action, though, here. So we might have to adjust that 370 here, the way the market's acting. Dollar, we already did that. Gold, precious metals just keep getting sold off with that dollar strength. I mean, it looks pretty nasty below 2,000. I can't front on that. Again, though, look, same pattern in between the two, almost right in the middle of the 200 and the shorter term moving averages. Next major support's at about just shy of 1,900. Really needs to clear 2,000 to look good again. This is a decent candle to defend for the bulls right here. But, man, until we're back above 24.20, can't really be too excited about silver. And yet again, another price chart right smack between long and short-term moving averages. Man, this market's not making it easy, is it? Platinum getting below 1050. Nasty close on Wednesday. 1050 is kind of the pivot point. But Jesus Christ, again, in between the 200. I mean, what isn't between the short and long-term moving averages? This is just too crazy, man. What the H? What the H? This trend line looks like trash right now. We don't need that anymore. Let's clean the chart up. Next major support on this is like 980 to 1,000. If bulls really wanted to show their strength, they will defend right here because this looks about like a 382, just shy of a 382. So, yeah, about $1,000. Man, look at this. Palladium actually defended that 1,400 level right at this trend line cross on a doji. No follow through today, though, so that's kind of weak sauce. Really need to get this bitch back above like 1,500 to start looking good. You got this lower high right here, so. And now we're making technically a lower low, so the trend is definitely changing on the short term. Let's see the weekly. Yeah, not great. Not great. Below 1350 again. Watch a lay. Let's see. I think that's it. I think that is all. Let's just look at a couple things before I sign off. Put your tickers in the box now if you want me to check out a tradable. Just throw that in there right now, and I will check it out here momentarily. Let's see here. Just want to look at our minor ETF or minor index, I should say. It's definitely not an ETF. I just kind of made this shit up with TradingView. Man, super tight, super tight. It is staying above the consolidation and structure, though. So until we really lost 300, it's not super concerning, but I would like it to stay definitely above the 320 level to make me feel a little bit more better about the bulls. And let's see, what is this? Yeah, you can see we tested 300. We are trying to make higher lows now over the last couple weeks, though, so that's decent. And not quite in the middle of the long and short-term moving averages, but damn close. And cores, excuse me, cores. Wow, talk about consolidation. If there's something that shows consolidation in this market, here it is. Even on a penny stock, which is kind of crazy. But look at this, damn 300 is already down at 666. Oh, the devil's number. And as you can see this slope, it's going to keep staying like that as long as price just stays around 30 cents. So we will have its fate met at least by, it looks like the end of June, even if it just goes sideways. So that's good. This is going to be the summer of roller coasters, y'all. Get ready. Get ready. Nothing going on over here. Nope, all red. Let's go top traded. Apple saying suck it. Microsoft. All these Terra caps, man. Suck it. Dude, holy shit balls. That's so crazy, man. It's like the new tech bubble all over again. We didn't even have to have the 3-year correction this time. We just had like a little 8-month to a year correction of sideways, and now it's back to party mode. Gap fill on Facebook is up almost at $300, which it looks like it wants it. I don't see really anything stopping it, but there are 2 major gaps though, one at 150 and then one here at like 200. So keep those in mind. Damn, even Netflix is rallying hard. Jesus Christ. Tech for the win, baby. Well, that should spill over. If this is sustained and sustainable, that should spill over into crypto. So that'll be good for crypto bulls. Awesome, guys. I'm going to wrap this bitch up. Y'all already know, same shit on this. Above 26, it's okay. See what the monthly close brings us next Thursday, which is actually going to be pretty much forcing price by that first week of June or so. And other than that, as long as we're staying above 26, it's just range 26 to 28. Below 26, we can look for 24. Above 28, we can look for breaking this local high here. It's real simple. Nothing's really changed, unfortunately. Lots of compression still. Not enough price action to break any of the compression ranges. Not quite yet, but it will happen. This is the time when it makes everybody capitulate with lack of price action. So don't be that guy. Just wait. Or just set alerts, man. Set you an alert so you don't have to look at the price every day, so you can do your own thing, do your work, hang out with your family, kids, whatever you got going on in your life, and then wait and take that alert seriously, though, when you do see it. You can put it at like 1850-ish and 1750-ish. And then once those trigger, then you can come look and see what's going on and assess from there. Anyway, much love, guys. I hope you'll have an awesome, super great weekend. And this has been No Noiz with Z-Rex signing off on this beautiful Friday. Much love. I'll see y'all Monday morning. Thanks for joining us on the late stream. Peace.